that's the type of, when I said before that I like the way the Dutch play. I think there's nothing more to say about that. I mean, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I mean, it's a stunning.
Yeah, everybody's shocked.
Absolutely stunning. It was. They were sensational. I mean, that goal just before half time, we mentioned it, gave them unbelievable confidence. You could see that there was a spring in their step when they came out just after half time, and Spain were second best in every single department second half. It could have and should have been 7 or 8. I mean, some of the performances, Robben, Van Persie, Blind up and down that left-hand side, the balls he was putting in, they were absolutely brilliant.
A breathtaking 45 minutes, Rio.
Yeah, I mean, if they'd had cameras on us in the studio during the game, jumping around, the beautiful goals that we saw today. I mean, Robben running half of the pitch past the world-class defender in Ramos and putting it in the back of the net the way he did. That's what you want to watch in the World Cup, and we got that in abundance tonight.
It's what World Cup's all about, isn't it? I mean, that's the excitement we want. We didn't really get it 4 years ago. Let's hope we get more of this.
That's the final we wanted to see 4 years ago. But we were actually talking, like, obviously you're going to mention Robben and Robin van Persie. But for me, the man of the match was by a distance, Blind. The way he played, he actually did what this boss was asking him. He did it to a T. I mean, he even did it. I'm sure he must have looked at him and said, boss, you forgot to tell me something. I'm doing even more there.
When Van Gaal set that system up and the 3 centre-halves and Blind, what he says to Blind is, right, you're going to be one-on-one with Azpilicueta. It's a one-on-one game between you and him, and he gave Azpilicueta the run around. He did. He was up and down that line, constant, non-stop. But not only that, his quality was unbelievable. To put the balls in as he did, brilliant.
Let's start. We'll have a look at a few of the goals. I mean, some stunning goals. Let's start with Robben's in the second half. The first one that gave, of course, the Dutch the lead.
Well, we've just mentioned him there, Blind. The ball comes out wide to him here, but Piqué and Ramos, the distance between them is far too big. Got to come over and cover. But Robben is one-on-one when that ball comes in. Right, he's in control of the situation. His movement mesmerises defender, and the finish gets a little bit of luck, all right, but he deserves that. But when you're in this situation with a defender, right, it's you against him. You've got to control the situation, the forward. Just watch Robben there. Takes a yard in front for that reason, just so he can get in behind, and the defender falls for a hook, line and sinker, and he's in control of it.
I think there, but I'm looking from a defender's perspective. And I think that Ramos has got to control Piqué there. I think he's the one, he's got to get himself across as quick as he can, smell the danger early, but he's got to control Piqué. Drop, or wherever you want him to go, seeing the movement and seeing the pace of Robben, and then get across and be 2 against 1.
But he's also got to control Robben, because he surely can see Robben in front of him. And as I said, in that situation, you're one-on-one, and as a forward, I'm thinking, I'm going to control you. I'm going to pull you towards the ball for one reason, because I'm going to run in behind you. And that's exactly what Robben did.
In that split second there, as a defender, I think if you're ever uncertain, you drop. You take a yard or 2 back and reassess the situation, and he didn't do that.
And that's my point. Look at when you go behind the defense, that's what it creates. Uncertainty. If you always drop and drop and drop, that's what they did all night. They went all afternoon, shall I say. They went like behind the defense the whole afternoon.
Are we looking at here? I mean, it's a brilliant Dutch performance, but were the Spanish as bad as the Dutch were good?
I'm going to give it to the Dutch. They took it from Spain. You have to own it. You can't just go around and say we're going to beat Spain. They went out there. They had no faith, no fear. I was questioning at the beginning: how are they going to start the game? Are they going to be phased because it's the World Cup or whatever? They were not.
Also, I mean, I've never ever seen that back. You spoke about how tight that back four was before the game, the Spanish back four and the goalkeeper. I've never seen them ever pulled around and pulled apart as much as.
Well, they're a little bit unfortunate though, Rio, perhaps with goal number 3. Goalkeeper impeded, do you think?
Yeah, I think this is a foul. I think any other game you see this anywhere in the world, the ref blows his whistle. I think Robben, to be fair to him, doesn't go up looking to head the ball. He goes up, turns his back on the ball almost.
Yeah, I'm not even certain that Casillas is getting that ball without the foul. I agree with it.
I know,
that sort of summed up his evening, Casillas, didn't it?
Yeah, Casillas has had a bit of a nightmare today, but I think, in fairness to him there, I think in today's football, that's a foul.
And I mean, saw this last night, Olic last night against Cesar.
For me, that's not a foul.
That wasn't a foul.
Yeah, no chance. But at the end of the day, they're putting the ball in the danger zone and they're getting their luck.
And no normally 9 times out of 10, as that was, you get given a free kick, and he was unlucky not to be given that one tonight.
Van Persie got the next one, his second of the evening.
Like
But we'll show the first one. We're going to show the first one first. This spectacular header, of course, just before half time.
Well, he didn't do a lot in the game in the first 45 minutes, but that's a sign of a world-class striker. You get given one chance, as he did, and that ball must have travelled 50 or 60 yards, so he's had time to weigh that situation up. He knows where Casillas is. He's already looked, you see, so he knows he's off his line, but knowing that and actually doing it, two different things. To do what he did there was brilliant.
Such a difficult skill on the run. That pace is unbelievable. On this stage as well, to do that.
That is Robin at his best. I mean, Rio sees that now. Also, it's in training every time. He can score some goals. You have no idea. That he has that all day in his locker.
This shot here, he done that twice in the last week of the season in training and scored both on his right foot volleys like that. This isn't something that he doesn't do on a regular basis.
I love that. You know, head down, picks his spot and smashes it as hard as he can.
Why
in the end, it was a
pick
decent
the
save.
crossbar out?
Actually, Casillas got a little fingertips on it. But that sums up his night for me, because it was all about desire with Robin tonight. When he's in that zone, it's difficult to stop.
I mentioned him before the game to say, was it going to be the arrogant Van Persie, the one with a bit of style and swagger and sharp? Well, he answered that tonight.
End of an era, do you think, possibly for not just Spain but Casillas as well? De Gea's on the side.
I think that they were the questions that were being asked before this game and this tournament. And I think a lack of football from Casillas maybe showed in this performance today. I mean, I'm not trying to get someone out of the team, but David De Gea, if called upon, is a more than worthy replacement.
They started the tournament 4 years ago and got beat off Switzerland. But it's the way they've been beaten tonight. You'd have to ask questions.
They conceded 3 goals in 2 tournaments leading up to this.
Well,
they conceded 5.
Four plus in a World Cup since 1950, which was also here in Brazil. Thierry, talk us through Robin's goal. What a spectacular effort! One of the highlights of the evening.
I mean, you know what? Sometimes you just have to watch it. I mean, again, what does he do? He goes into space.
Pace.
Gets the ball, pace, and that's why I love it, because he's composed.
You know what it is, Thierry? Ramos there, before that ball comes to the halfway line, he's got 5 yards on him.
Yeah, but you know what? I was in that situation against Bow at Old Trafford, and he done that to me. He ran past me like that when I was from a standing start, to be fair to myself. But you can't stop when there's someone that quick. Yeah. It's a flat foot race, and he just unloaded.
I've been in so many situations like that when, if you let me see the goal and the grass,
well,
you're going to be in trouble. It's as simple as that. And
don't use too
sometimes
much your iPhone.
on some of the goals you
do
can
a
say
crash again.